offer this message to all those in sorrow over the loss of Foster Parrots that was hit by a fire on Thursday. My heart cries with you, especially the staff and the volunteers. Those of you who worked there in the past know and hold the bright memory of the vibrant life in this sanctuary. And those of you who are there now are in the midst of a heartbreaking cleanup and rebuilding. And those staff and volunteers of the future who will hear this story and it will become theirs. The foster parrot family extends beyond and goes out to the friends and donors and colleagues who are unsure of what to say and what to do and even how to go on. The loss hits hard for those who give sanctuary to those in need. We want the most vulnerable to flourish, and we are in anguish when we cannot make it so. There are the people who knew these birds before they ended up in foster parrots, the in-between homes, those who gave up the birds hoping for a better life for these birds and a better world for these birds and also for us. How can we now make it so? The loss began a long time ago with the wild birds who lost their friends and family when eggs and chicks and adults and parents were torn from their family to end up in homes and stores far away. And then at foster parrots, which became a new flock for so many different kinds. Those who survived the fire, the birds and other animals at foster parrots, must know something of fear and of loss as well. Avian hearts, too, can be broken. And perhaps we mourn most for the family who is gone. Those bright beings who were loved, who we cared for, and who gave us life and connection. They showed us beauty and they showed us tragedy. We are a flock diminished. The waking news on Thursday, April 1st, was terrible, for it confirmed our worst fears, a fire ravaging upon the innocent. The first responders valiantly gave their best to save the lives that they could, and we thank them, but not before the north end of Foster Parrots' main building was gone, and with it nearly 100 lives. Nothing can lighten the immensity of that loss and suffering. Even before the parrots came to the sanctuary, it was already a hard story. They were far from natural home and family. But they became family and flocks to others, those in their flights, those they could see across the owlway, and the many, many humans who spent so much time with their birds, they weren't sure if feathers wouldn't sprout from their own appendages. They were family to us, and they were taken too soon. We do not know how to fill the emptiness of our lives. They took part of us with them. Part of us that is in such wonder of these macaws and cockatoos and parakeets and cavies and so many others. Were there ever any beings more spectacular than them? They told us of the beauty of reality that we all live in. Nothing can lessen the impact of their inspiriting lives. Nothing can take that away. They live on in us with the very muscle memory of chopping food and washing dishes, walking down flights, the flight hallway, donning protective gear, placing food dishes and taking them out, talking to them when we came to visit, admiring their photos and stories and publications and on media, and hearing them chatter all around, even in our dreams, and also in our nightmares full of worry and sorrow. Out of the ashes of this unspeakable pain, their story continues on in the many who loved them, who love the heart and toil of those who made foster parrots, Mark and Karen and many many others. All the volunteers, the ex-staff, the admirers, even strangers are now grieving together. And in this collective grief, what is the first response of everyone? To care. To care. Foster Parrots has trained us well to care while our hearts break and our minds seethe with anger. Longing for justice marries empathy, and their child is caring, which is both a burden and a gift. For it tells us the truth of beauty, that beauty never dies, nor does love. And because of that, grief is with us today, and it will not easily loosen its grip. It will arise again and again into the future. And as it does, look to the skies. Look into each other's eyes. For there, grief tells you that love and beauty is alive in this world. Be embraced by this. Be embraced by each other. Imagine feathered wings holding you. Be welcomed by the steadfast truth that every being has inherent worth and dignity. Let knowing this heal and guide you into a greater awareness that under the heartaches of our days is a flock that truly cannot be diminished. Love unashamedly, my beloveds, and may you fly free upon the spirit of love, this love for yourself, for each other, for them, and for all of life. Never give up on the power of love. Blessed be. May it be so. Shalom. Amen. And Lapi Nowach.